You said that I've been acting different, yeah. One day I will finally flip the script on you. And you don't want to double dipping, yeah. You so sloppy, I will caught you slipping up. You're off the leash. Run me my keys. No more popping up the idiot, yeah. I ain't even got the miles to trip on, yeah. New phone, oh it there. Brand new, like the whip. Rock it up, no assist. Make bitch, I ain't average. Wake up, need a zip. Hennessy, take a sip. Look at my jeans, I'm too big. I ain't got no room for extra baggage. So don't forget to come and pick up your don't leave no pieces. You need to hurry and pick up your while I'm up cleaning. Boy, please, I don't need it. Memories and all that shit, and you can keep it. Don't forget to come and pick up your don't need no pieces. I'm trying to find the fuck to get for you. You and I the chances of forgiving you. Yeah, listen, I ain't listening just for you to go and break my heart again. I learned my lesson. Yeah, and I ain't coming. And you're missing what you have now. And I bet you I look better, don't I? New phone, boy, there, contact, don't agree. Need a ride, call that bitch. Gas way too expensive. No more benefits, Papa business. Hairstyle, no grip. I ain't got no room for extra baggage. So don't forget to come and pick up your pieces. Don't leave no pieces. You need to hurry up, pick up your feelings. While I'm up cleaning, boy, please. I don't need it. I remember breathe on the street. You can keep it. Come and pick up your yeah, don't leave no pieces. Put a lock on the door where my heart was where you had your fun, but I had enough. Now I'm really done. I deserve so much more than you gave to me. So now I'm saving me, and I made my peace. So you can run them streets. But don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't need no pieces. You need to hurry and pick up your feelings. While I'm pleading, boy, please. I don't need you. All that shit you can keep. I don't need. Don't forget to love it. No. Don't leave no pieces.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is why it pays to study your opponent. And one of the things that I did very early on, because I already knew that was in part the reason why Mr. Magoo, the geriatric gigolo, was strategically aligning himself with this bitch in the first place. But I can tell you this, bitch, at the end of the day, Chucky, everybody needs to assimilate on fucking IG. If you don't have my Instagram, I'll put it in the chat. Assimilate the team, because I'm going to tell you something, bitch. If you start a war, we going to finish it. And we going to finish it black sector style, bitch. We going to hit everything. All of that copywritten content that you got on your Patreon, we going to hit your Patreon. We going to hit your PayPal. We going to hit your Cash App. And we going to hit every fucking channel you and QB got. Now, bitch, if you start it, we going to fucking finish it. The other thing I did very early on was to go through and grab the links. So it doesn't matter if you private the channel, bitch. If you private the videos where you're using our copyright written content. I'm talking about all the way back from when you came over here to this sector looking for a roast to be able to read Claudiva. You start that shit, bitch, we gonna finish it. The other thing is, this is why I say this is where you have to get creative. Use something in lieu of her name. Bitch, all those videos, the monetization that you got from them videos where you dox some motherfuckers, and the same thing goes for Mr. Magoo. All of that shit will come the fuck down. Ain't no motherfucking body over here saying the motherfucking thing that you haven't said over there, bitch. That's the fact of the matter. Ain't nobody over here did nothing that you ain't done. So you start that motherfucking war, bitch, and we won't be the only motherfuckers around this motherfucker rebuilding. I'm not playing with you, ho. Overstand that. It's time for boots on the ground, assimilate on IG, and bitch, if you want to play that game, let's get it, bitch. See, make no mistake about it. This is what this nigga had in mind when he strategically aligned himself with her, because at the end of the fucking day, the truth of the matter is he's never been able to compete with my numbers. He certainly has never been able. He don't even have the clout that Chucky has. He don't have the clout that the Chucky cartel has in the black sector. But because he was able to convince her that he has all this clout in this sector, when the fact of the matter is he's never been nothing but troll food. And because his support in the black sector dried up, that was his intent all along. He's over there telling Chucky, she's going to take your channel. Guess what? You and her going to lose channels too. You, her, and QB. It doesn't matter how you hide those videos. The videos that you got hidden now, you better keep them fucking hidden. Because the minute that strike is lifted and you call yourself getting clicks and views off them videos where you using our name, you using our image, I copyright all my fucking images. That's the reason why every image y'all go and get of me, every video you go and get of me. There's a watermark on all my shit. That's the reason why when y'all put them fake pictures out there, where you doing all of this masterful fucking editing, I'm able to go on my computer and pull up the original, or go to my Google Drive and grab the original. That's whether it's video or whether it's photograph. Because unlike the rest of these thirsty bitches that send niggas, whether it's nudes or pictures of them, that's why I know every fucking picture I got on the fucking internet, not just on YouTube. And if at any fucking point in time, I can copyright strike the shit out of your ass. So just know, bitch, we won't be the only ones rebuilding. Nothing has been said from our platforms. Nothing has been done from our platforms that hasn't been done on yours. The only difference is, bitch, I've never used any of your content. The nerve of you to think you can come over here, use our shit. I don't give a fuck what they allow you to get away with in the beef sector, bitch. This ain't the beef sector. And we don't get in our feelings and start flagging. Even the motherfuckers that I could have flagged, I didn't flag. Even the motherfuckers I said I was going to flag, I didn't flag. You have been using that man's content for weeks, if not months. So because you in your motherfucking feelings, you start flagging his shit, and then ZX is over there in his comments talking about, see, yeah, that's the intent all along, to take his channel, because ZX can't compete without Babe Nation and FyeBabe. ZX can't compete with our fucking numbers. Guess what, bitch? Had you done your research, you know what you would have realized? He's never been able to compete with our numbers. We didn't have to use his name to get numbers. He had to use our names to get numbers. He has no clout. He has no rank. He's been troll food for the duration of the time that he's been on YouTube, with the exception of when he was doing Nature Boy content. He's never been able to get. Again, this is the reason why. Good morning, S. Hutchinson. Good morning, eBay Cancer. Good morning, Shady. Good morning, Miss Douglas. Let me go through the chat and say good morning to everybody. That shit pissed me the fuck off. Because see, what I'll do is, bitch, I'll take a week off of creating content. I'll type 110 words a fucking minute with accuracy. All of that shit you got on Patreon, I'll assemble a motherfucking team together, and you will lose your entire Patreon, bitch. And we'll come for you and QB channels, your main and your backup, bitch. Play with it, ho. And we got expert flaggers over here, bitch. Don't get that part fucked up just because we don't flag. Don't think that we can't assemble a team of expert flaggers and come after all your shit, bitch. And it ain't because we hating. Ain't no fucking body gonna play them games with you, ho. You ain't gonna be allowed to say what the fuck you want to say, the fuck about us and your shit. You can say whatever the fuck, bitch. You got us in life fucked up. At the end of the fucking day, ho, trust and believe me, bitch. I ain't even really turned. Most motherfuckers know, bitch, I ain't even on 7 on your ass yet, bitch. I ain't even on 6. That's the reason why I got 10 channels, bitch. Because I will go to one of my backup channels for the backup and spark your motherfucking ass up, ho. Get your backup channels the fuck on go. And be prepared to swap the fucking links, to share the fucking streams. Because if you want to play, bitch, we can get it, bitch. It ain't gonna be shit but blood, broken bones, and a bunch of butt-hurt bitches out here. See, unlike you, bitch, I'm not, my income, I'm not dependent upon YouTube donations, Cash Apps, PayPal. I'm not dependent on none of that shit, bitch. And I'm still gonna get to a bag. Your website is trash, just like your pussy is. So at the end of the fucking day, if you lose your shit, bitch, you're gonna be hurting a whole lot fucking more than the fuck we are. See, we know that snake and we know how he operates. So I knew it was only going to be a matter of time before he got in this bitch's ear or started seed planting. Well, you can just come after the channel. I would just take their channels because that's all, because he can't compete with our channels. The fact of the matter, dumb bitch, is he never has been able to, because he has no fucking clout in this sector at all. There are people in this fucking sector that don't even know who that bitch is. People in the sector with clout that have never heard of that nigga before. He's not some vet around here. When it comes to content creators, I'm not even a fucking vet. I'm sort of like a rookie and a vet. But I'm a newbie when it comes to content creating. I've only been creating content for a couple of years. So don't ever get that part fucked up. There's a small pocket of those nature boy people that just merged with the black sector. The black sector has been here before the tea sippers and the black sector merged. Chucky has been here 5 years strong. And so has the Chucky cartel, bitch. It's the geriatric gigolo, aka Mr. Magoo, that's new around these parts. Don't use that hoe's name. Use something in lieu of her fucking name. And nonetheless, everybody that's supposed to know who the fuck we're talking about, that's the reason why they don't use the names in the beef sector. That's why they call her Miss Maywood. If you can't think of anything, I call it a fishy puss flaggot, and that's not to be confused with the homosexual epithet. It's a maggot that flags because they get in their fucking feelings. Guess what, bitch? You ain't gonna stop, shitho. Because we know how to go away. We know how to go to throwaway channels and still spark your motherfucking ass up, bitch. I got the links to all of those streams where she's using your content, where she's using my content. At any point in time, I could have copyright stricken her ass, because there is not a single state of the beef sector where she's not using our content. You might get away with that shit in the beef sector, but we know how to take channels too, bitch. And you and QB will be starting over from fucking scratch. Just know we won't be the only ones. I promise you that. But that was his intent from the beginning. Because if he takes down channels, he don't have to compete with nobody's numbers. If you stop trying to compete when you don't compare, you can't create content, ass motherfucker. You wouldn't have to worry about that. You're competing with the fuck you don't compare. You have no roast, you have no read. The only thing you have for black women is fucking abuse. When it comes to black males, clearly you cannot and you do not ever, nor have you ever, match that fucking energy. That's the reason why when he made a decision to go after people like World News, that's why it was so short-lived, because you know World will also take your shit. Shit just pissed me the fuck off. The end of the goddamn thing, the end of the damn day, Chucky was 100% right. They start with the privacy complaints because they know that in filing the privacy complaints, that kind of like red flags your channel to a certain extent. That's where it begins. And when ZX and Lady Lie and the rest of the motherfuckers got together, whether Candy, all the motherfuckers, when they got together to flag my shit, they flagged my channel. Do y'all remember the night that I had the Saturday, the sip and socialize on that Saturday. You remember how they flagged my channel, how they flagged that video on the main channel. It stayed up, but they were able to successfully get it down on the backup channel, even though it was the same thing. And I appealed it, and I won the appeal, and they had the video back up within 24 hours. That's because they false flagged it under false pretense. They were basically saying that they did the same thing with my Messy MILF channel and my other Cookie Memoirs channel. They claimed that I was selling something. Everybody knows I have never sold or advertised anything from my fucking channel. The other thing is, that channel, good morning, Queen Maya, the channel where she's promoting that Babe Nation wig shit, every fucking channel, every video that she has, every live stream that she has, per YouTube guidelines, bitch, your channel could be flagged for the same shit. For false advertisement. Because first and foremost, you're supposed to be clear that that video is sponsored. QB doesn't have that disclaimer that his videos are being sponsored and that he's promoting a product, good, and service, and neither the fuck do you. Every time you promote your wig company, that's supposed to be the box that's checked off. You know the reason why they don't check it off? The reason why they don't check it off is because that has an effect on the AdSense. So they're not, they know exactly the reason why they're not checking it off. The reason why they're not checking it off. It's okay, Queen Maya. Well, see, that's a part of the reason why. And do me a favor, is as far as the chat is concerned, you can put your macro majesty. You can put the fishy puss Flaggot in the chat. Something in lieu of her name. But you still gonna get dragged, bitch. You still gonna get this work assignment, ho. This bitch has been using, how long ago was that? For 4 months. This bitch has been, all of that revenue she's been getting from the State of the Beef sector, using our fucking content. Bitch, you gonna lose all on live streams. Keep playing, ho. Send another flag this way. But that's the reason why, that was his intent all along. And because I know the way he operates, and I knew that eventually that bitch, when we started turning up on that hoe, and keep in mind, bitch, the people that know me best know I haven't even begun to turn up on your ass yet, bitch. I'm just slapping you around a little bit. And you already on the rope. You're not even in the second round, bitch. We still going the first round. And you on the ropes already with a motherfucking concussion. Well, guess what, bitch? I ain't got nothing for you but another right hook and another left hook, bitch. That's just it. Far as that channel that he hide, the channel where he hiding them videos, every video. And I'm gonna tell you the other game that they play. They like to go back. That's the reason why when they're live streaming, don't wait for them to end the stream. Grab that link while they're streaming. So if they private it, you still can hit that shit. Don't be confused. Here's the thing. Do you realize that when they came for my channels, when they took 2 of my channels, those videos were privated? That's how I know he had a more experienced YouTuber helping him do it. Because he's not tech savvy like that. He doesn't do any of the editing. Anytime you see some editing done, 9 times out of 10, it's Nikki Baker and his other moderators that are helping him with that, or some other content creator. He doesn't do any of the editing. He doesn't do any of the research himself. They send him the shit. So as they're streaming, grab that link while they're live. So that way, if they private it, that shit can still be hit. And every time they're using your name, especially if they're using your government name. This bitch was just using my government name, her and QB, on a fucking live stream last night. So you want to file for privacy complaints, bitch? Anytime they using somebody's government name, anytime those documents she's showing, that shit she got on Patreon, all of that shit can come down, bitch. And don't nobody want to hear that it's being done because we hating or because we jealous, bitch, because we ain't been flagging you. It ain't a motherfucker over there that can say we flagged any fucking thing. And that includes for cyberbullying and harassment. We ain't flagged shit. But you not gonna come over here, use our shit, and then because you mad because you getting exposed as the fucking fraudulent bitch that you are, you want to run to YouTube and play that game. You started, bitch, we gonna finish it. And that's what I told him I was going to do. But because I know the minute that they think that they get word that you're going to start flagging, they'll go and hide the shit. No, bitch, I already have the URL. I already know to do that. As well as the minute mark of where you're using my shit. And you haven't given a copyright disclaimer. Keep in mind, for months, they did that. And they also used Chucky and the Jokies, that's Chucky's channel. They used Chucky's content. Anytime she used a Jokey only speaks from Chucky's platform or somebody else's platform. She's not a content creator. And I know goddamn well, bitch, you don't want to play that game with Chucky. Because they are the Chucky cartel, or they are expert flaggers. You think your goddamn list and all of that other shit is dry and boring now, bitch. You don't really want us sitting in your bushes throughout your entire stream on your asshole. Because if we got to resort to doing that, your ass will be ran off of YouTube onto your fucking Patreon, bitch. That'll be the only place it'll be safe for you to have a fucking live stream, bitch. They are the Chucky cartel. They are expert flaggers. So if your shit is on Chuck, you got Chucky shit over there and he ain't flagged you yet, and then you go and start flagging his shit, just wait for it, bitch. Because I'm not going to play with your motherfucking ass at all. And I know how to drag and roast a bitch. And I'm not like you, FyeBabe. I don't have to steal somebody's shit. I will create my own shit. Overstand that, your macro majesty, and still smoke your ass. Ain't no threats was made to that broad, because I know at this point now you're getting a milder version of Chucky. So I think at this point Chucky knows, but he wouldn't allow her to be threatened or anything else like that. So with that being said, you were flagging his shit just because you was in your fucking feelings. Because you one of them bitches that think that you can go to your platform and say whatever the fuck you want to say about other people and do whatever the fuck you want to do. And nobody can fucking do it to you. Guess what, bitch? You got us all fucked up, ho. They ain't got to know how to do all the typing and all of the writing to corporate over there at Patreon. I know how to do it, bitch. And I will send out an email with the entire statement typed up of what they need to say. And your Patreon will go bye-bye, bitch. Because you cannot collect coins on somebody else's goddamn content. That's what Patreon is supposed to be for. It's supposed to be for artists, creators, podcasters, vloggers, bloggers to get their coinage off of their work. You can't use somebody else's work without their consent and then collect coins on it. They let you get away with that shit over there in the beef sector. Ain't nobody playing those games with you over here. If I have to pay to get a membership to see what the fuck you got behind that paywall, bitch, I will do it. And guess what, ho? You won't know it's me. You will not know it's me on your motherfucking Patreon, bitch. And I will pay for the highest tier to get access to every fucking thing you got, and every fucking video you got, bitch, will be the fuck reported. With your fraudulent fucking ass. Play with it, ho. Let ZX get you into some shit you can't recover from. Or it's going to take you a minute to recover from. That's the only fucking warning you're going to get, bitch. Don't send us no smoke signals, ho. Because if you send us smoke signals, we going to come with the smoke, bitch. Or see, all of this type of stuff like this webcam stuff, all of that's them trying to put shit in your chat so that way they can get your shit blocked. Or so they can report it. When you see those little under videos, when you see, keep in mind, don't just hide certain comments. Report the comment for spam. Like that webcam bullshit that was just here. Report it, then block it. Sometimes, depending on where you are, when you see the comment, even if you're in somebody else's comments and you see that pictures of girls or webcam, when you see that type of shit, report it. And sometimes YouTube would just go ahead on and zap it right then and there. Good morning, Fashionista. It was all good for her to use Chucky's content when the jokey was saying that she would pay for my ticket to come to Chicago to fight the bitch. She could play Chucky's content without giving the copyright disclaimer over her motherfucking coffee. But when motherfuckers start exposing how fugazi the bitch is as well as her fucking business and her scams regarding her business, allegedly. All of a sudden, the flagging begins, and then Chucky said that ZX was over there talking about she's going to take your channel. So with that being said, that was his agenda from the beginning. To be able to use her numbers or use her support to be able to assist him with flagging. But he has an agenda that has nothing to do with the best interest of anything. His agenda is so that he doesn't have to compete with our numbers. But he never has been able to in the first motherfucking place. That's just the fact of the matter. He doesn't have any clout in this sector. There are people in this sector that have clout that don't know who the fuck that motherfucker is. Don't care to know who he is. He's new to this sector. Nonetheless, he's been able to go to a whole nother sector and convince them that he's the one with the clout. Have you looked at or analyzed what his numbers were before Babe Nation started coming over there? If you looked at, that's the other thing. If you go back, and you look at that dude's views, come on, Nicole Brew. If you go back and you look at that dude's views before Babe Nation started coming over there, and you go back and you look at our numbers, you'll see who was doing the numbers over here, and it was not him. There's a reason why this dude has strategically attacked certain women. We're not the only ones in this sector. There are lots and lots of content creators in this sector. Shout out, by the way, shout out to the motherfucking Wolfpack and Diva Tomboyish. Suge is more well known on this platform than the fuck ZS could ever be in his fucking dreams. Because Suge is a person that goes to all those other sectors. He's over there with them quadruple Negroes. Over there in that pro-black sector. The ultra pro-blacks. He's over there with the Hebrew Negrolites, all of that. Good morning, Miss Philadelphia. Suge goes everywhere. He's in multiple sectors. He goes over there he's in the mommy sector. He's in the quadruple Negro sector. He's in this sector. The beef sector is probably the only sector that he's just getting familiar with because he doesn't know a lot of content creators over there. Okay? And they already know at the end of the day, no, it wasn't ZX, dumb bitch, that motherfuckers were afraid of and intimidated by. It was Suge. That's the nigga's name that they don't want to use because they know if they say his name 3 times, that motherfucker's going to appear. Like Candyman. And he ain't going to just show up. He going to hit a motherfucking link. But he could also have a conversation. And if you want smoke, he going to give you your issue. So I think you got shit all confused. But that's what happens typically with dumb bitches. A nigga can just tell you anything. That's the reason why you over there. I don't have nobody. As you can see, you don't have no protector, prophetess. The prophetess without a protector for her princess. I'm so goddamn sorry to hear that. And again, as with all things as it relates to you, your macro majesty, not one fuck will be given, bitch. If you don't have nobody to protect you, That's the shit that you should think about before you go off into other sectors starting fucking wars that you can't fucking finish, bitch. Point blank the fuck period. I don't have nobody. So a nigga that can't even protect his own, the women in his own family. But he can save hoes on YouTube. But he can't protect his daughter from being ran through by West Philly hood niggas. So not only was the advice for you to move around, bitch, but because you didn't heed that advice, now you're gonna be the pass around bitch. And you should be familiar with it. You done been a pass around bitch for 40 plus years. Now you're gonna be passed around the black sector, bitch, like a blunt. And we gonna smoke your asshole. See, the confusion about us is that we were ever ass kissers. The fact of the matter is, what has made us stand out and the reason why we get the respect that we get is because we have always went against the grain. We've never been ass kissers. And we've gone up against some of the biggest content creators on this fucking platform, or at least in the black sector, bitch. We go against the grain. We ain't never been one to kiss ass just because somebody got numbers. That's where you got us fucked up. That goes for Chucky Cartel too. The Chucky Cartel and them has never been one to kiss motherfuckers' ass for their numbers. Suge has never been one to kiss ass for fucking numbers. And everybody knows I've never been one to kiss a motherfucker's ass because they got numbers or because they got a certain motherfucker. We ain't used to 1,000 motherfuckers being in our chats. We just not. Listen, let me tell you something. The fact of the fucking matter is, I don't know. I know content creators that got platforms 3, 4, 5 times the size of mine, and they don't pull 1,000 motherfuckers in the chat. That's why I said, although the beef sector is small, and the black sector collectively may be bigger in terms of content creators than the beef sector, but as far as support, and no. It's motherfuckers that got 20,000 subs over this motherfucker that don't pull 1,000 motherfuckers in their chat. Those are just the facts. But at the end of the day, all of that shit, they acting like that's some norm. No, it's not the fucking norm. It's not the norm. It has to really be something special going on for motherfuckers like ZX to be able to get 200 motherfuckers in his chat. I was getting over 100 motherfuckers in my chat when I barely had 1,000 motherfuckers. All you got to do is go back and look at who was doing numbers before the beef or before the merger. It was not him. But he's been able to slither his ass around and convince the beef sector that he's something that the fuck he's not. He's never been that. Or the nigga that a whole bunch of people fuck with in this sector. That's all you got to do. And make sure that the comparison, that you're comparing the right thing. We already know that when you create actual content, if you're not 100% focused and 100% dedicated to actually creating content, if you're not grinding to build your channel that way, you're not going to get as many views. Especially if you're in a sector that's very dysfunctional, very toxic. You're not going to get numbers when you actually create content. That's why the content creators that actually are amazing content creators are often overlooked, because people look at their numbers. They look at their numbers without looking at their body of work. They don't go to their channels and look at all of their videos. Queen Maya is an excellent content creator. Diva Tomboyish actually creates excellent content when she's creating her content. Miss Indy creates great content. You have amazing small content creators. Content creators, I'm not going to say small content creators, but content creators that have small channels that create amazing content. Chucky Cartel is a legend. I don't give a fuck what ZX is telling you. Chucky is a fucking legend in this sector. It's not a motherfucker in this sector that don't know who Chucky Cartel is. Even if they just see him as a troll, they know that they're a pack of terroristic trolls. Likewise, the army of Vic Damone. So don't get that part confused just because you see a couple. That means what? That means that you would be the clout chaser because you haven't taken the time to find out whether or not they actually can create anything. So no, in a sector that's based on toxicity and dysfunction, they're not going to get a lot of views. But if you want to go round for round, pound for pound, we want to look at the beef, the motherfuckers that were beefing. When you go to the beefing videos, if you think that nigga was doing numbers, look at his beefing videos as compared to the people that he's over here talking shit about. He's never done numbers. He had to use our names to do numbers. Nobody's interested in what the fuck he's over there talking about. Nobody wants to hear that. Why can't he take his ass over there with them goddamn quadruple niggas? The niggas and the goddamn nigga lights. Them dashiki wearing goddamn niggas over there. Why ain't he over there in that sector? He's not consistent with creating actual content. He can't do any editing or putting a video together. He doesn't do none of that shit. Tracy only been editing for a month or so. And each time I watch her videos, I get my whole damn life because she gets even better with the editing. And you can see that she actually has fun fucking doing it. I be laughing my ass off at them damn memes. And then the little edits that she does. And now she's starting to do what she putting the words and stuff like that on the screen. Similar to what, well, I ain't going to take it away from Henny Wise because Henny Wise is kind of like the guru when it comes to that. But yeah, you know, where you can go and get the, you know, little cliffhangers and shit. The only reason why I had an issue with Stop Lying TV is because I was clocking the fact that the content was very biased. It wasn't fair. It was biased. And you could tell that. Rico says she ain't doing that herself, Rico. I think she is. It's really not and that's because I'm a baby at editing. Like I'm not a lot of stuff I learned from editing from people like Sugar. Now I watch other content creators, you know, that do amazing stuff. The thing about it is if I go to a channel and I see something that's something that I like, I'll take a little bit of that, but I will always give the content creator credit. That was the inspiration for that. And those of you that have been here for a long time, you know that that's what content creators used to do. They used to start off their videos. This is before it became so easy to be monetized. They would do video responses to other content creators and say, this was inspired by this YouTuber or that YouTuber. But now that you have all of this competition, good morning, JV. Now, because you have all of this competition, people don't want to give credit to the originator. That's why I said, don't fall for that mindset about that cultural niggas steal more from niggas than any goddamn body on the planet. We watching that in front of our own eyes. And you worried about somebody culturally appropriating? So is it okay for black people to steal from black people, but other people can't do it? To me, that makes no sense. And again, the other thing is that respecting certain listen, everybody that supports me, I have people that are pro-black. They know I'm not intentionally disrespecting them. Their perspective is theirs. I don't want to hear that red fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack, get a dog a bone, can I borrow $5 to get the fuck home bullshit. Okay? That's not my stilo. I don't want to hear that shit. Get out my face with it. Because in my opinion, and again, my opinion does not make it the law in all 50 states. I don't see these Negroes building so much as a goddamn lemonade stand. The fuck shit that I see going on, I don't see. There's a handful of non-black people sprinkled here and there. These are Negroes that are doing a lot of this shit. That's it. Every goddamn day, these Negroes get up here and tell you they're going to break your face. They're going to shoot you. They're going to stab you. They're going to kick you in the ass. They're going to kick you down a flight of steps. They're going to get you fired. They're going to do this. They're going to do that and all the other. Where do you see the non-black people doing that? No. So I don't feed into that, cultural, but when it comes to song and music, non-black people can't be rappers. Non-black people can't do this. Non-black people can't do that. But you niggas can do it. You got me and life all fucked up. And if I was to give any advice to a new content creator, that's what it would be. Do not cut off your nose to spite your motherfucking face, thinking you're going to be able to get on this bitch and build a motherfucking thing. Not with them niggas you won't be able to. They are jealous and they are envious. You have to surround yourself with other people that are smarter, that are richer, that are listen. Surround yourself with these gutter ass, bottom feeding motherfucking niggas if you want to. And no, that's not all of them are not that way, but a lot of them are, if not the majority. Don't limit yourself in that way. If you have a business, a brick and mortar business, and you have a product, good, and service, say for instance, you make homemade bath and body products. If an Asian, an Indian, and a Hispanic woman or man come into your business, you're not going to sell to them? That makes no sense. They talk about supporting black-owned and black-operated businesses, but what do these niggas do when you have a business? They want to tell you you're overpricing your shit. They want a discount, but then get up here and brag that they wearing Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Fendi, Burberry, and all this other here shit. Coach, all this other shit. But they come to your fucking business and they want a discount. And they feel entitled to. They don't circulate the black dollar in the black community. Listen, if these Negroes were building anything, all of the daddy warbucks running all around this motherfucker, but nonetheless, the goddamn Dominicans, the Indians, and the goddamn Asians own your home fucking community. Oh, because they give them XY. No, because they know, right? They know how to circulate those dollars and to build with those that are in their community. They practice group economics. Miss me with that bullshit that they come over here from other fucking countries with a goddamn silver spoon in their mouth when we sit there and see the motherfuckers work from sun up to sundown. Grinding. That's why they got it. That's why they can go retire in their goddamn native homeland. They can build some shit off of niggas that's worried about what they got on their ass and whose name is on it. Fuck out of here. Want to hear that bullshit? So no, it's not a disrespect or a slight to them. They know I'm not intentionally trying to disrespect them. They might be. I like Yusef. love you, Seth. Listen, but his ideology is his. He's entitled to his ideology. It ain't got to be mine. Just know I don't agree with it. And if we talking about a topic, can you be on a panel and respectfully agree to disagree? These remedial ass motherfuckers, that's why I say they can say what they want to say about my mental illness, about me being bipolar, or the fuck whatever. You have a lot of untreated, undiagnosed, mentally ill motherfuckers. Because you have a difference of opinion. They will try to destroy you in your motherfucking life because you don't agree with them. Or because you don't want no parts of what they got going on. Or because you might be cool with them. You don't like the way that they moving. And you say, okay, well, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead on about my business. They got a fucking issue with that. So therefore it becomes their mission to stalk, harass. I've never seen so many weird motherfuckers. They want to know. They want to know who you fucking. They want to know who you're married to. They want to know what your kids look like. They want to know what your house look like. That's a sense of fucking entitlement. You're not entitled to that. Unless a person decides to share that shit with you, you're not the fuck entitled to it. And it's usually the motherfuckers that feel entitled to get a picture, to shit in your life that they have no rights to, that get offended when you start peeking into their shit. Then it's about privacy. But they can violate yours whenever the fuck they get ready to. But then come to you and talk about what the white man is doing. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Now, what they do on their channels, that's something completely different. I don't have predominantly an audience that's pro-black. My audience is first, when you look at the analytics, my audience is primarily females between the ages of 40 and 60. That's the demographic of women that I cater to. I'm not interested in that pro-black bullshit. I've been pro-black the majority of my life. My family got docs fucking around with pro-blacks. Saying shit you can tell me about this shit. I don't want to hear it. If you want to be pro-black, have at it. As a matter of fact, sis, take your ass down there, fist pumping, with your afro. Make sure you shea butter up your goddamn your knuckles, your kneecaps, and your motherfucking elbows, and feel free to get your ass shot with rubber pellets, beat upside your head with billy clubs, and any goddamn thing else they do. Gas, hey, have at it, sis. As a matter of fact, come back to my channel and I'll interview you about the way law enforcement whooped your motherfucking ass. We'll discuss it. Listen, sis, no. Are you fucking kidding? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Nah. When I, you know, when I'll be pro-black, again, I've already said when I go back to being pro, I don't want to hear that. Even, here's the whole thing. Even when I was with the pro-blacks, I have always been black women exercising all of their dating options, and that includes non-black men. I am not with this bullshit blowing smoke up a dusty motherfucking nigga's asses. You got women on here fighting and biting over a motherfucking nigga that they have seen proof in black and white does not pay his fucking bills and avoids responsibility and accountability at all fucking cost. And out of all the goddamn niggas that you can even play husband with, that's the nigga that you choose. That's what black women are choosing, but they want to talk about who the fuck. You know what's embarrassing? A bitch that would take as her cyber husband in this virtual motherfucking marriage a nigga that does nothing but abuse women and has built his channels off of the backs of black women. Make no mistake about it. ZX was a Tommy Sotomayor fan. He's a disgruntled reject. Those are just the fucking facts. He was never anti-Tommy Sotomayor. He went over there he took his whole camp the same way he was chasing FyeBabe. He took his entire camp over there to Tommy's chat room, donating to Tommy because Tommy was attacking a black woman or dragging a black woman. The interesting thing is that woman was Jazzy. So don't be confused. No, he wasn't anti-Tommy Sotomayor. He was a fan. Now he's a disgruntled stan. They fall for that bullshit. Oh, Tommy does the nigga. You was over there cash apping Tommy, wasn't you? So was Suey. How much of a problem did you have with them? And the fact of the matter is, some people, diva tomboyish likes Tommy. What do that got to do with me? She know the way I feel. That I'm not a fan. Do I watch his stuff? Sometimes yes, I do, depending on what he's talking about. But I'm not a groupie. But I know which of these niggas were groupies. And now they're disgruntled groupies. But he get his ass over there on his platform and, I talked Tommy Sotomayor. No, nigga. You were a fan. And you went over there on his panel, clout chasing, and he cooked your motherfucking ass. That's the way that happened. I saw it happen with my own two eyes. I'm not talking about third-party information here, bitch. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it started over a Cash App. I think he said he had sent Tommy $300 and told Tommy it was more where that came from, because of the fact that he was dragging Jazzy. Those are the facts. So all of these bitches that believe he's this advocate for black women. Oh, really? You better ask some goddamn body around this motherfucker that really know goddamn history around this bitch. So when it's said and done, it's like the majority of the majority of my audience are I don't believe that you can talk about they talk about and that's something that's also a manipulation. You're anti-woman. If you listen, I don't start no shit. I don't cause no harm, but I ain't gonna start no shit unless a bitch start with me. And the people that know me best already know that. They know I'm not going around just starting shit with motherfuckers. And if I can avoid a fight, I will. I will try to avoid a fight. But ain't a bitch or a nigga on YouTube about to do whatever the fuck they want to do to me. Or say whatever they want to say. And I just know. And on top of that, I'm fucking petty. I'm petty and I'm vindictive. That's just the fact of the matter. Certain shit I let ride. It's not even that deep. And a lot of times, it's not me that can't get over what happened in these little dust-ups. It's these bitches that be in their feelings. And guess what? They done did the same shit to me. But they'll be in their feelings about what the fuck I did to them, the fucking retaliation. And guess what? Not a fuck will be given. You cannot allow that guilt and that fog, that fear, that obligation to fuck and guilt. It will keep you imprisoned. If you make your peace and move the fuck on. If they can't get on the, that's because a game that a lot of these bitches will play is they will do some vile, foul, disgusting shit to you, but harp on what you did to me, bitch. Listen. I ain't got it to give. Sorry, not sorry. You cross me, bitch, you getting crossed. You shank me, you getting shanked with a bigger knife. Point blank, period. That's kind of like the way you have to operate. So to a certain extent, yes, you have to almost disassociate emotionally in order to be able to survive based on the environment that this is. You walk around with that love and light bullshit if you want to around these motherfuckers. Yeah, it's okay to be that way. If that's your stilo, it's okay to be that way. But I'll be a motherfucking villain 10 times over before I be any motherfucking body's victim. And I'm not going to apologize for that. A lot of these motherfuckers running around here yelping are victims or villains in victims' clothing. They ain't no fucking victim. They done some shit. They done said some shit. They done conspired to do some shit. And when it was reciprocated, when they got a taste of their own fucking medicine, they want to run around and tell everybody you poisoned them. Look at the bottle. Look at the bottle that they made me drink. Motherfucker, your own medicine is in that bottle, bitch. Your own medicine is in that bottle, nigga. That's what's in the bottle. Your own medicine. Fuck out of here. I tell any new content creator, no, do not limit. If you got a business or a brand or you intend to turn your passion into profit, fuck no, you don't limit. Is it that only black dollars spent? Well, the motherfuckers don't even want to spend and support black businesses. Is a black motherfucker writing your paycheck to pay your goddamn bills? Put groceries in your refrigerator, gas in your goddamn tank, paying your car note, paying your mortgage, paying your rent, paying your storage bill, paying for your lace front. So what the fuck why would you sit there? No, listen. If that's what you want to do, sis, you free to go ahead and have at that. Okay? Hey, J Truth, that's just the fact of the matter. Don't limit yourself in that way. Because these motherfuckers, they ain't building shit. They ain't building shit. And they want to keep you trauma bonded to a motherfucking community that really doesn't respect you or hold you in high regard. They don't hold you in no fucking high regard. Right, Jimmy. Give me that coin, honey. Run those coins. We need those coins, honey. You know, and it's not that these motherfuckers act like if you deal, see, that's a part of, that's all. What do? You know what, stream? I just give y'all this little glimpse. And even though these bitches steal a lot of shit, at the end of the day, bitch, you can steal it, but when it's crunch time, you won't be able to deliver it or bring it how the fuck I bring it, bitch. So one of the lives that I had planned for my Cookies Clarisentient Chronicles was when the cult is your community. Because that's kind of like the way that the community, in my opinion, operates, like a cult. And again, there's this tribal shaming. Oh, you should be ashamed. Why? Because I don't let motherfuckers in the black community use and fucking abuse me? Ashamed of what? Because I'm not going to settle for a nigga running a bunch of motherfucking mind games on me, telling me he can have as many bitches as he want to have. Go out and make fucking babies, expose me to goddamn possibly incurable motherfucking STDs, including motherfucking HIV. Listen, I don't play them games. Listen, anything my grandchildren want, they can fucking get. Anything they need, I'm going to make sure that they get it. But I had to tell my daughter, listen, don't call me for money. If you get rid of, if that nigga, and he working too, no ma'am. No ma'am. If it's something that my grandchildren need, that's something different. I'm not giving you money. Kick that nigga the fuck out. If he can't put money in your pocket, kick that nigga the fuck out. Period. I don't give a fuck if he homeless. Give the motherfucker a cardboard box to put up underneath his shoulder and send him on his motherfucking way. See, I don't have that emotional attachment you have to this nigga. I don't give a fuck about him. So I'm not telling you nothing. I don't have niggas I'm taking care of or running my motherfucking pockets. There's no fucking reason why you should have a full-grown, able-bodied fucking man jumping up and down in your pussy, enjoying the pleasures of all your of everything you have to bring. And you gotta call somebody else and talk about your finances. What the fuck do that got to do with me? Is it something that my grandchildren need? That's something different. Other than that, I don't play that shit. I don't play that shit with the girlfriends calling you in the wee hours of the morning. Oh, he doing okay. Listen, well, when you gonna get rid of the nigga? They can say whatever they want to say. Oh shit, no, I'm telling you that because listen, bitch, your problem ain't gonna become my problem. I don't have niggas in my life stressing me the fuck out. And ain't no bitch, friend or otherwise. No, you can't call me so we can trauma bond over being in relationships with abusive, fucked up, toxic ass motherfucking niggas. Kick the nigga the fuck out and move on with your fucking life. Point blank, period. Do niggas have a problem with that? Oh, absolutely. And when I give a fuck, then something to be different. No, bitch, you ain't gonna keep me up on the phone all night long talking about who Jamar done fucked. Whose ass you found out Bilal was eating. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Settling for being somebody's settling for a nigga coming in and pumping and dumping you when you want a fucking relationship. And then want to call some motherfucking body else and keep them up. No. I don't want to hear that. If you're just talking in general and you're talking about, there's a difference to me. Here's the thing. There's a difference to me between normal relationships where you just have problems and you're just venting about something that you may want. There's a difference between a chronic problem, a nigga chronically cheating, habitually cheating, a nigga being chronically unemployed, a nigga being chronically, habitually irresponsible, a nigga habitually neglecting your emotional needs. He can meet your sexual needs, but he's neglecting your emotional needs. Kick him to the motherfucking curb and find a fucking man that will. It's simple. To me, it is. That's wasted. You can't get your beauty bucks back. In the prime of your life, you can't get that time back. Don't allow motherfuckers to waste your time. After 30, you should be able to assess a nigga within 5 fucking minutes flat. From the time he opened his motherfucking mouth and say hello, start taking mental notes. If you get that 3 red flag, and we know what the red flags is, even though I'll probably do a video on that, or do a live stream on that. We know what the fuck the red flags are, but if we want to fuck the motherfucker, or we find them attractive, we go overlook that shit until it come back to bite you in the ass with a goddamn vengeance. Stop playing games. If you know you want a relationship, but you got bitches afraid to say they want a relationship. The nigga want to wear the motherfucking pants, but he want a bitch that got some coins coming to the table. Do you want a traditional marriage or no? You want a traditional marriage? You want a bitch that's educated? You want a bitch that got the bag? You want a bitch that's bad? But you still want to be the boss. And guess what, bitch? It don't work like that. I don't give a fuck about your feelings about it. Period. When I do, I'll call your mama and have a conversation about it. I'll tell your mama how the fuck I feel. That, I'm over that. Listen. Too empathetic. And so they'll say, oh, no, honey. At what fucking point do you get tired of motherfuckers fucking you over? At what point do you get tired of motherfuckers using you and fucking abusing you and fucking neglecting you? And trauma bonding with other bitches that can empathize with you because they with an abusive, toxic, neglectful, habitually cheating, goddamn womanizing ass motherfucking nigga. Oh, she hate black men. Listen, bitch. That's the reason why you're up here, your macro majesty. That's the reason why you up here on motherfucking YouTube. Thank you, grown folks. Before you, I ain't had nobody to protect me. Bitch, why is not the nigga in your life protecting you and yours? Why would you have to go to social media for a total fucking stranger that you've only known of, because you don't know the nigga. You've only known of him for a couple of fucking months. Why would that have to be your protector? If you had a fucking man in your fucking life that was worth a goddamn, you would not be coming to social media looking for a fucking savior. Do you realize I have a goddamn video on my channel, 3 years old, warning black women about being JV? What is that video about, sis? Beware of the social media savior. That video is 3 fucking years old. Calling out Derrick Jackson before Derrick Jackson was exposed as a fucking cheater. Calling out Stefan Speaks. JV, sis, maybe I should premiere on the backup channel where me and you did that stream. Listen. I think I was probably manic. That's what I used to do, like 8-hour streams. But since maybe I should premiere that stream over on Cookies, Clara Sentient Chronicles, where me and you were on a panel and we were talking about the Derrick Jacksons and such before the nigga got exposed as a fucking cheater. We had a live stream where me and JV did the panel talking about dudes like Stefan Speaks. These lifelong bachelors. He's still waiting to find his Ruth. Niggas writing books like Waiting for His Boaz. Bitch, you gonna be buried by the time you find Boaz. Looking for the Black Leonidas. He ain't coming, bitch. That's all it is, sis. I did that video 3 years ago. So it's interesting to me that you would have chicks thinking I'm going to be finessed by some nigga on social media. No, man. If any of these niggas had any type of receipts to expose me as being a thirsty bitch, trust and believe me, they would have did it. These niggas could never. I don't play them type of games. I can be cordial and social with you, but also have healthy boundaries. And a lot of these dudes, when it comes to that, they're pushy. And because they're so, a lot of these broads are so easily manipulated when they come with their game and their fucking shenanigans. They really don't know how to take a woman that don't fall for that shit. I'm not impressed. I'm 49 years old. Do you think that I've never seen? I mean, what? I'm not impressed with dick at 49 years old. I've seen and I've had and enjoyed all types of dick. I'm not impressed. He has to have more than dick. I've had attractive men, or not attractive, handsome men that were fantastic sexual partners. What else is it to the nigga? Sometimes all of that flashy dress, flashy car, and again, I'm not saying that if you have that, and I'm not saying that you should settle. I'm not trying to tell you what you should do. But what I do know for a fact is that you have a lot of sisters that would be perfectly content with a blue collar working brother that just loved them, genuinely loved them, and cared about them. They would be content with that. But they feel pressured. At the end of the day, all of that clothes and shit and smell, everybody like a nigga that can clean up nice. I think most women like a dude that can clean up nice. Most women like a dude that smells good. Most chicks like a dude that's easy on the eye. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes that can be a camouflage for character. The cologne that he wears is not a camouflage for character. The clothes that he wears is not a camouflage for character, but it can be. And that's the reason why a lot of shit is overlooked. Because they're enamored with the clothes. They're enamored with the cologne. That's how bitches get finessed out of their ass and out of their assets. So no, absolutely not. They don't know how to take a bitch like me or women who think like me. Because they're used to being able to manipulate women. Not you niggas could never. So the stripes that I earn, the pain and stuff, listen, I wear that shit like a goddamn badge of honor. And the first thing they'll say is, you're bitter. No, they're going to call you bitter if you don't put up with any bullshit. I have a very low threshold for bullshitters. You cannot build a goddamn thing with a bullshitter. Because while you building, they're going to be bullshit. And it'll be you that ends up being frustrated in the end. Because they'll go find another bitch they can bullshit some more. She don't like black man. And bitch, listen, even though it's not true, even though I love black men, bitch, if I did hate them, what? That's my business. What the fuck do that got to do with you, ho? If I did hate the motherfuckers, what would that have to do with you? If I was a feminist, what fucking business is it of yours? Just like you have the right to be a whore, if I wanted to be a feminist, bitch, I could be one. Just like you have the right to fuck for fun, bitch. If I wanted to be a man-hating bitch, I could be one. That ain't your business, bitch. And ain't nary a hoe gonna dictate to me what the fuck I am or what the fuck if I wanna be an evil bitch, let me be one. Why is that your business that I'm an evil bitch? Don't watch. Don't listen, bitch. And they think it's gonna get them some brownie points. Cause she don't like black men. She hate black men. And bitch, what is it getting you? That's why you're still up here begging for validation, for a motherfucker to love you. Some of y'all bitches gotta beg a nigga to fuck you. You gotta beg a nigga to wanna suck your pussy. Beg a nigga to wanna fuck you. Despite all your submissiveness, there's nothing wrong with a woman being submissive, but don't manipulate the scriptures. When they're talking about submission, they're talking about submission to a woman's head of household, to her husband. That's a form of goddamn narcissistic abuse to manipulate motherfuckers through spirituality for their own fucking gains. There's nothing wrong with a woman being submissive. You have sisters that want to be stay-at-home moms, and they're afraid to say that. Because you got these cheap, stingy ass, gold digging, money grubbing motherfucking niggas that want to be all up in their goddamn pocketbooks. So the first thing they say is, I don't want a bitch that just want to lay around. No, you want a bitch that get up and go to work and grind like you do. Bear your children, keep a perfect body, keep a perfect house, and all of this other shit, bitch. And be satisfied with your 5 inches of goddamn dick that you can only use for fucking 4 minutes at a motherfucking time. Get the fuck on, bitch. No, I ain't one of them bitches gonna blow smoke up all these motherfucking niggas' asses and, black men are the... Listen, apparently you don't watch porn. If you think that they the only ones that got big dicks, bitch, I suggest you go to Pornhub. Now, I don't go that often. My coochie's just decoration for my panties. But should I decide to pull these motherfuckers to the side, bitch, it's the creme de la motherfucking creme of coochies, bitch. Get into it. And it ain't just for any and every motherfucking body. Fuck no. You got me and life all fucked up. You gonna stomp your motherfucking feet, light a match, dance a motherfucking jig, and sing Kumbaya for this pussy. Point blank period. If you don't, you ain't getting none. You better do something impressive. Fuck your clothes and all that other shit. What about your character? Shit you talking. Shit, you better go to Pornhub and see how other motherfuckers use their tongues. They're quite creative. Go to Pornhub and see how other motherfuckers use their goddamn genitalia. You don't know how to eyeball the lymph or some shit. Shit, they think I be joking. Listen, I can eyeball some shit, and I can tell you from a goddamn block away whether you are wasting my motherfucking time. I'm a dick watcher. I'm a dick watcher. Watching dicks go by. Since summertime is almost over, so I won't see men in linen pants and things like that. I used to love to be down at the hospital, and you sit outside the hospital and you see the different doctors and shit like that, and the male nurses and shit, and they scrubs and shit, and you get you an old nasty piece. Some motherfuckers bird watch. Listen, I ding ding watch. I don't give a fuck. Shit. I could tell the motherfuckers when you wasting my time. You gotta fight. Listen, you ain't got enough dick to fight over. It ain't like you got a 14-inch dick where, okay, you get 7, but they want multiple bitches. You ain't got multiple bitches worth of inches of dick. Do you have 14 inches where you can say, here, you take your 7 inches and I'm going to give you 7 inches. And because I like you more, I'm going to throw the balls in and get balls deep. Listen, I used to be a sexy motherfucker. Oh, nasty motherfucker. To talk real greasy to you. Yeah. But, yeah. Motherfuckers want you to fight over 6 inches of dick. Are you fucking serious? That you can only use for 6 minutes if you don't get your fucking ass on? You better get your ass in that motherfucking kitchen and turn that motherfucking meatloaf. While I'm up here cleaning the motherfucking bathroom. All that shit you talking, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Okay? Period. Get your ass out there in that yard and build a bitch's chicken coop. We ain't even got no chickens. Well, build the guy. Well, find the goddamn chicken and build it. Shit. Child, I can't. I just can't be bothered with the foolishness of these motherfuckers. For real. You know? But y'all, I'm gonna go ahead on and get out of here. I gotta work on my videos. Since I think I'm gonna premiere that video where we talking about that video, JV, is like a year. It's like that stream is like it gotta be over a year, sis. As a matter of fact, we got quite a few where we talked about more like and the other thing is that divestment is not supposed to be about the hatred of black men. It's supposed to be about you doing what's in your best interest as a black woman. Okay? It's not about hating black men. I don't hate black men. You know, that's absolutely ridiculous and preposterous. And the black men that fuck with me the long way, like my bro that just listen, he'll drop out the clouds when he thinks when I start to tone down a little bit. But they know I don't hate black men. I just have a zero tolerance for slicksters. Hey, Mr. Love. You know, I got a zero tolerance for slick niggas that think they gonna come around and pimp some shit. And then think every goddamn woman want them. Okay? All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I got some video. JV, sis, I think I'm going to, while I'm working on my editing for my next 2 stories, and they're going to be limited to about 15 minutes. And in the meat and the potatoes, so it'll be about 30 minutes, and I'll be premiering them on my Cookies Clarisentian Chronicles channel. But I think I'm going to so I may premiere them after, because that's a long stream, sis. You remember we used to do long streams, but it's worth its weight in gold. And it's a stream that me and JV did. I want to say maybe about we have quite a few streams. We have true crime streams that we've done together. Or actually couple killers. We've done commentary on the Betty Broderick story. Some people have asked me to talk about the Jodi Arias story. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, but since I think I'm gonna premiere that over on the because that's a long stream, and that'll give me time to actually work on my editing and stuff like that for my other 2 upcoming videos. Okay, so thank you guys for coming through. Again, I appreciate all of the love that you guys showed. Y'all really showed out on a cash app, on a, sent me an old nasty piece of cash app all weekend long, and I certainly appreciate each and every donation that you guys sent me, as well as the birthday wishes. So I wanted to thank you guys for that. When I'm streaming, I tend to have my notifications off, so I usually don't get notification of a cash app being sent until after the stream ends. But I want to start having I don't have a panel dependent channel, but I do like to listen to different perspectives, and I'm able to hear different perspectives and agree to disagree, and to do that respectfully, where other people feel safe to express a difference in their perspective. You know, like I said, everybody that follows me is not divestment minded. Some of them are very much, they are pro-black. That's their right. I'm not trying to change their minds. I just respect people that can respect the differences in other people. Okay. And other people's right to choose what they want to choose, to do what works for them. Okay. And nobody should be dictating that to you. It's your life. You have to live it. Likewise, any decision that you make throughout it. So why the fuck would you allow somebody else to dictate shit to you? And again, it's yes, I think it's innately a desire to want to build with your own people. But the fact of the matter is, you also have to be realistic. Take a look around you and see what they're actually building. See what they're actually doing. See if their words are actually consistent. You can't tear other black people down, try to destroy them, and then talk about the fucking fact that you for the fucking community. But you're attacking and verbally and emotionally abusing black women on a regular basis. You're not interested in building anything. Whatever you're building, you're trying to build off of the backs of black women at their expense. It just doesn't make any sense. You know, so I like to listen to different perspectives, you know, and I can hear somebody's perspective, and okay, that's your perspective. That's the way you feel. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm glad I like to hear your perspective. And I don't intend to have a platform that's limited to only black people can have opinions. Only black people can speak on this. Only black, again, when you start covering topics like abuse, exploitation, dating, relationships, marriages, yes, there are some unique differences in all cultures. But there's also a commonality when it comes to certain things. When it comes to abuse, abuse is universal. If you're talking about recovering from abuse, that's universal. It doesn't matter what color you are. If you're talking about business, it doesn't matter what color you are. Financial advice is financial advice. Now, and the other thing is, I don't have an issue with I've told you all that when it comes to certain things, I have like I have my sisters as well as brothers that I could depend on for certain things. I'm not afraid to delegate the reins when I don't have all of the answers. If I don't have the answer, I will try to research and find the answer. If I can't, I will go to one of my folks and ask them, listen, I need to pull you in for that. If it comes down to shit like stats and all of this other stuff, and I think I got it confused. Which one is it? The right side, the side of my brain that works best is probably the side that's the creative and this, that, and all the other sides. When it comes to being analytical and that kind of thing like that, I will call on my sis JV for that type of stuff. You know, she's just one of many of the sisters. I have sisters and brothers I can call in, you know, to assist me with certain stuff. if I'm not an expert on that. When it comes to number crunches and all of that kind of stuff like that, and studying statistics and all of this kind of stuff, that's my go-to chick for that type of stuff. You know, so I think it's important that when you're not, when something isn't your area of expertise, and she's also a phenomenal mediator. She's worked in corporate America for many, many years. And she's mastered the art of that. Okay. So that's on paper. She's mastered the art of that. Okay. So, but when I can get over the bullshit, when I can get through, well, listen, I'm not going to tell you I'm going to get over the bullshit. I like to have a mix of shit. Okay. I like to have real content and then the shit of when I'm with the shits. Okay. Oh, I just got an email from hold on, let me see something. This is actually an email from Sandra L. Brown. It's not from her personally, it's a part of her newsletter. Let me see what this says. And the Institute it's called Safe Relationships Magazine, and it's the Institute newsletter, and the title of this particular blog post is Living the Gentle Life, Part 6, Healing Your Worldview. And that's the other thing that a lot of women that have been through narcissistic abuse or coming out of abusive relationships don't realize, that a lot of times you come out of those relationships with either a form of post-traumatic stress disorder or complex post-traumatic stress disorder. So you're actually supposed to live a trauma-free life. You're not supposed to be, it's not good for you to be in an environment where you're constantly fucking being abused. It's just not healthy. You know, so yeah, Cobra said we like the mix. Yeah, you know, I gotta have, I'm not gonna sit up there and lie to y'all and tell you, listen, I'll have my Jimmy Swaggart moment. Oh Lord, forgive me, I have sinned. Y'all know I go on a goddamn rant, like be like a goddamn raving lunatic for 3 goddamn months straight, turning up around this motherfucker. Shit, and then calm down. 3 months calm down, 3 months on a goddamn rampage, where I come up and confess my sins. But I like to have a little bit of you know, it's a little bit of balance. Okay. Yeah, listen, I'll be relapsing, cold, bro. I'll be relapsing. All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys, ladies and gents, for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I got some content I'm going to work on. I'm going to be premiering that stream on Cookies Clarisentient Chronicles, where me and JV are on the panel, and we're talking about different things that relates to Black women in relationships. It's not just about it's not me telling you who you should be in a relationship with as far as race. I'm telling you that it's in your best interest to just like explore your options, all of them. And basically telling you don't allow people, the community, the cult-like community to rally around you and tribally shame you because you don't go along with the flow. Or you're not doing what they want you to do. You don't have to be a doormat for any fucking body. You were not born to be somebody's fucking doormat, nor somebody's fucking punching bag. My IG name, hold on, let me type it down there. I've got 2. That's 1. Hold on. That's 1. And if it's not the Cookie Monster Memoirs, it's Cookie Monster Memoirs. Let me see. But this one I know for certain is 1. Okay. So that's my IG, y'all. All right. All right, so I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later on. You enjoy the remainder of your day. It's lunchtime. We'll get you some lunch. I'm about to make grab a little bite to eat for me and my grandbaby. And I got my oldest nephew here. And I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later on. Enjoy the remainder of your day. Peace.